come out here to just get my thoughts running a little bit. You know, I've been running with this idea and this feeling that it's bound to happen, yet riddled with ignorance and its loss. You know, the loss of a person, friend, family, a time in your life, losing yourself, a sense of direction. And I happen to be in that place a little bit right now. I have applied for my visa in Canada, but I don't know when that is coming in. I don't know when I will be able to go there, and the time in between is just a bit senseless. I feel like I'm on the path to like a destination unknown. It makes me feeling a little lost. You know, I'm incredibly driven to grow, and I've been feeling that since a couple of months. Just this deep desire to get to know myself better and to just grow as a person. I think it's difficult to let go because we tend to keep daydreaming or fantasizing about what could have, should have, or would have been, that it's just even more hard to let those thoughts go away. One of the things that we, or us as people, cannot take away from one another is our imagination, and that's why we use it so often. We also kind of rely on it, because what is a life without dreaming, right? All significance starts with a dream. Yet this is also where you tend to get lost a little bit. If we can stop fantasizing and romanticizing, you kind of cut off the reminder of loss, which that will create a sense of calmness, a sense of direction. If the reminder is absent, there is clarity to think. I've been coping with this feeling by being physically active, pushing myself. I've been reading a lot and I've been journaling, which I've never done before, but I'm finding a lot of comfort in doing that. Stay active, work on yourself, try to push yourself, push your limits. You know, go on a trip you've been endlessly planning. Just say fuck it and go on it, you know. See your friends, visit family, create new habits, see new things, get out of that comfort zone, because once you're out, you grow. And if you grow, you will feel fulfilled. I've naturally always been an active person. You know, it comes naturally to me to go to the gym, no matter the feeling I'm feeling. Studies have shown time and time again that if you move your body, if you're physically active, it releases endorphins in your body. They help relieve discomfort and it boosts our mood. So I think it's incredibly important to find your endorphin releaser and stick to it. If you do it every time, you just feel so much better. Reading has been helping me a lot with self-improvement, learning about new perspectives, beliefs. I've been more interested in philosophy as well. It shapes us, it makes us feel productive. It makes me feel ameliorative. And this month I actually finished a book by Matthew McConaughey called Green Lights, which showed me a lot of great lessons. It showed me a lot of important perspectives that I was previously blinded by. And I also want to make it a habit of reading a book every month and a half. I feel like I neglected the importance and the significance of reading so much before coming to New Zealand that I feel like I have a lot of catching up to do, but I like it. On the other hand, I've also been incredibly inspired to start journaling by a dear friend She has done it many years, and I felt like I could use something to reflect and look back on. Funny enough, Matthew McConaughey wrote his book Greenlights with the help of his journals and notes taken from his young teenage years all the way up to his adult life, which I think it will serve me as well. Maybe not now, but I think it could serve me in the future, looking back on the things I felt, because often you forget so much of what you learn, that if you just have the opportunity to glance back on those days of hardship, that you can really sense what it was like and learn from those feelings. You might have taken notice that I'm a really deep thinker. I can overanalyze a lot. I can be dilatory. I can most often find solace in the solitude. I often think why instead of how. Einstein once said, "I have no talent, I'm just passionately curious." And I found that very fitting. You know, it's almost about getting lost thinking about the grand scheme of things. And another quote that I feel really elevates this behavior, my behavior, is "Time alone simplifies the heart." It's a quote from the book Greenlight. You know, I can get incredibly lost in thought, which I am grateful for, because this is where most of my creativity lies, but you know, it can also be a real burden. I think as we get older, we tend to change our perception of loss. Some may find it easier over time dealing with it, or others might feel the same sensations. It helps me personally to know that everything happens for a reason or serves a purpose. If it happened, it had to happen, and if it did not happen, that's truly okay. Take comfort in knowing that every one of us goes through the same emotion. Maybe some find it harder or more difficult dealing with it, but you know, don't let it trap you. That's also partly why I wanted to talk to myself, or in this case the camera, just to let these thoughts come through me and think about them and then move on. You know, don't let it trap you. All of what I just said might not make sense, and to be completely honest, it doesn't even make sense in my mind. But I guess it's a start, you know, it's a start of getting to understand myself better, and that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm seeking right now. And I'm still hesitating on sharing this about myself because I feel vulnerable. Because I struggle with it, I find it to a degree embarrassing. Maybe because I feel like I want to get it together or act like I have it all under control. But sometimes you just don't know. It might sound really heavy when I'm just rambling about these rambling thoughts, but I am doing great. I'm doing fine. But it's just in my mind, and I can get stuck in my mind a little bit. I would love to share a line from the book Greenlights that have had a great impact on my mental state, and also like the reasoning behind why he wrote it. An honest man's pillow is his peace of mind. No matter who's in our bed, we all sleep alone. If you're not honest to yourself, how can you sleep at night? Alright, I think that's it. Take care.